Yay, it's already been a year since we made our 7-year anniversary special. Whoa, time flies, don't it? There's no doubt Clash of Clans keeps its old age hidden away because boy is it just as fun as it was in 2012. To celebrate its 8-year run, feel free to join me on this trip down memory lane. Now, to keep this video shorter than a full feature film, we're going to be skimming through every update ever, but only mentioning the key features that make up the Clash of Clans we know today. So we may skip over balance changes and small fixes and stuff like that. Also, for those who watched the previous anniversary video, you can skip to this timestamp to start where we left off in June 2019. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. On August 2nd, 2012, Clash of Clans was globally released on iOS. The game was different to say the least. The max tell haul was 8, the graphics were what you'd expect for 2012, and overall it looked like a nice entry for the time. People were very excited to fire this bad boy up on their iPhone 4. A few weeks later, on the 30th of August, in the first ever update, we were introduced to some cool new goodies. The Tesla, new decorations, and graphical improvements to make the game look more nice. September 18, spells were finally added to the game, but at the time there were only 3. The Lightning, Heal, and Rage spell. Also, these spells used to cost gold. Pretty weird time to be alive, eh? Along with spells, replays were added to battles so you could now watch them over, a new building, a wizard tower, and the time to build walls was finally removed. Yes, back then you had to wait for walls to build. 2012, wow, such a weird time. October 15, the kick message and clan trophy requirements were added to clans. 2 weeks later, on October 27, the first seasonal update dropped for Halloween. But that wasn't everything, because we had a new tell haul, which was now the highest, Tell Haul 9. So we got a lot of cool new stuff with it, like the Expo, a jump spell. This was also the update in which Supercell removed the ability to sell buildings. It was nice having that feature, but to be honest, it was questionable as to why we had it in the first place. Selling something wasn't really convenient if you wanted to level up and progress, so yeah. Trust me, you're not missing out on this feature. November 19, the first winter update. The village was covered in snow for the first time. New tree obstacles and the Santa spell. Clan council troops were now able to jump walls instead of just being confined to one small spot. Also, the ability to boost buildings such as the Spell Factory and Collectors was finally added. The first update of 2013 on January 10th. This one was one of the biggest updates in history because heroes were added, which at the time was a big deal, so yeah. But it was just a king and queen and they didn't have any abilities. So along with that, we also had the introduction to Dark Elixir because you kind of need it for the heroes, Along with that, we got a storage and some drills. The 5th of February, we got 2 new traps, the Air Bomb and the Seek and Air Mine. And of course, there were many other small changes and improvements. March 12, 2013, Dark Elixir troops were introduced. The Minions, Hog Rider, Valkyrie, and of course, the barracks to train those troops. Not only this was a very important update, but these new troops would change the game forever. You can't deny the Hog Rider had a massive impact on the way we do attacks, or at least in 2015 or somewhere around there. I'm getting horrible flashbacks here. About a month later, on April 17th, leagues were added to separate players from being in one massive league, which was none. The Golem was also added in this update, my personal favorite troop. Moving on to May 23rd, Tell Haul 10 was introduced. We got to see cool new stuff, like the Inferno Tower. A lot of balance changes as well, and spoiler alert, Tell Haul 10 would be the last Tell Haul for like a couple of years. Whoa, 14-year-old me kept waiting for a new Tell Haul that wouldn't even happen for years. God, I feel bad for that kid. Anyways, the 17th of June, a new spell was added called the Freeze. This update wasn't as huge, but that's because it was more of a massive balance update rather than a content update. New levels, clan improvements, troop changes, we had a ton of these down the road, so if I skip an update, you know why. I'll just try and mention the most notable things in that update. Just about a week after that as well, an extra mine and pump was added to Tell Haul 10. July 28th, we got a new Dark Elixir troop, the Witch. We also got the chance to now share replays to the clan chats, and the ability to mute players in global if they got too annoying. On August 2nd, their 1-year anniversary, Clash of Clans was finally available for Android. On the 27th of that same month, the player profile got a rework, new levels for troops and spells, and most importantly, graphical changes that would make the game look more beautiful. September 30 was a very important update because we got village edit mode, meaning now you didn't have to move everything but the kitchen sink, just to make a new base. So making bases was now an easier and enjoyable experience. November 6th, we could now upgrade traps. Previously, traps were just traps. There were no levels. A button was also added to rearm all of them at the same time. Also, spells were updated to cost elixir instead of gold. Why'd they cost gold before? I have no idea. December 5th, the last update of 2013 brought back the Christmas theme. A new multi-target ability was added to the Inferno Tower, so it can now target a few troops at the same time. And also it got a level 3, so, you know, new level. So 2013 ended off pretty good. Now we're in 2014. On January 29th, heroes were given abilities. As I mentioned before, heroes before didn't have anything special. They were just massive troops that would do a lot of damage, but now they had abilities. Co-leaders were also added to clans, and elders were nerfed to give co-leader more power. So now we have members, elders, co-leader, and the leader. On April 9th, this was the day that made Clash of Clans live up to its true name. Why is it called Clash of Clans if there's no clashing of the clans? Well, yeah, you guessed it, Clan Wars. Okay, no, that was a joke Supercell pulled on us for April Fools. I'm not even kidding. Search it up, Clan Wars. But they finally revealed that Clan Wars was coming, and that was like mind-blowing. This was a massive update, and to this day, it's about mostly what the game is about, really. May 16, they added the ability to save war bases and also edit them. Along with other Clan War improvements and fixes, they also made Village Edit mode available for you Town Hall 3s. On July 3rd, this was a huge balance update. Stat changes, graphical improvement, hero AI rework, and finally live battle spectating was added to Clan Wars to watch players as they attack. What kind of magic is that? Yeah, back in the day, being able to do this was crazy. The 16th of September, a new Dark Elixir troop was introduced, the Lava Hound. October 22nd, we got a new trap called the Skeleton Trap. You could now upgrade walls with Elixir, any level of walls, literally. Don't worry though, this didn't last long, so you better take advantage of it. Whoops, sorry, too late, because on the 11th of December, the walls needed to be a minimum of level 9 to be upgraded with Elixir. Yeah, that kind of sucks because for a while we thought, wow, we can upgrade walls so quick, but that was changed quickly, so Anyways, multiple layouts were added to Village Edit mode. The ability to also watch live battles of your base getting attacked was added. Before this update, you could not watch what was going on until the battle was over. So you'd log on and see this. Story's over, 2015 is knocking on the door. February 24th, clans now had levels. This made clans able to level up and earn perks that all clan members could benefit from. April 30th, a new defense was added, the Air Sweeper, which was given the name the Leaf Blower by the community. July 1st, 2015, the Dark Spell Factory was added. This meant dark spells were also introduced, like the Poison Spell, Earthquake, and Haste Spell, and finally more leagues were added. Titan and Legend League. Moving on to September 9th, the main part of this update was a War Tiebreaker. You guys all know what the War Tiebreaker is, so we don't have to explain it. Aside from that though, 25 new walls for Town Hall 10 was added. October 22nd, the usual Halloween decorations, you know, all that stuff. But the next update on December 10 was big. And this update changed the game in many ways, like forever. This update brought Clash of Clans into a new era, Town Hall 11. With Town Hall 11, we got a new Eagle Artillery, Grand Warden, extra defenses. This was also the update that made shield a big part of the game. So instead of leaving your town hall outside for a free cheap shield, guarding your town hall was your only choice. Like, farming bases were dead. They also added 30 seconds to the battle time. Since Town Hall 11 was such a huge base, you obviously needed more time to finish a attack. It was really hard to 3-star without that extra time. About a week later, snow was added for Christmas and a new yearly Christmas tree. But forget about the tree because we're in 2016 now. If more resources was in your New Year's resolutions, then you have it. Because we got the loot cart, but it was broken. We also got the treasury and the client castle and star bonuses. And even though the loot cart was kind of broken, it got fixed later on. The Eagle Artillery was also given the ability to deal 3 times more damage to golems. No, not the golems. March 21st, we got a new troop, the Bowler. There were also a ton of war changes, new troop levels, and a lot of new defense levels. May 24th, friendly challenges were added. We also got 2 new troops, the Miner and the Baby Dragon, and 2 new spells, the Clone Spell and the Skeleton Spell. If all of this sounds familiar to you Clash Royale players, 2016 was the year of combining these two games together because they had a lot of ideas. I'm not complaining, it's great to see that the games share a lot of common additions, but yeah, just letting you know. Moving on to October 12, we got a new defense from Clash Royale, again, added over to Clash of Clans, the Bomb Tower. Town Hall 11 got 25 more walls and friendly wars were added. And finally, we're at the end of 2016. The 19th of December, we got the Christmas update, which introduced a new temporary troop, the Ice Wizard from Clash Royale, the Freeze Trap, and a Santa Surprise. Keep in mind this was all temporary though, so you may not see it in the game anymore. May 22nd, we got the biggest update in a while. The Builder's Base was introduced with new defenses and just new everything. It was a new base. June 27th, the Builder Hall 6 was introduced. New troops like the Night Witch came, and new defenses were unlocked in the shop, like the Chicken Roaster. There was also a ton of balance changes and nerfs. On September 27, 2017, Builder Hall 7 came along. We got the new Giant Cannon, the new Dropship, more level of choose for both the Home Village and the Builder Hall, and Clan War improvements, and many more balance changes. Heading on to October the 11th, you could now stock who was online, which is pretty good. Friendly battles for the Builder Base, which was previously just for the Home Village, and finally a ton of rework for Clan Wars, more levels and clan restrictions and more. Flying all the way over to December 18, the last update of 2017, we got a new feature called Clan Games. Basically a new feature that would allow players in the clan to earn more rewards. Other than that though, we got the usual balance changes, seasonal stuff, yeah. Now we're in 2018. Hey, what's up? On the 1st of February, fireworks and fortune trees were added as an obstacle, a new loading screen, and true support for the iPhone X. The 5th of March, this update was huge. Along with the new Builder Hall 8, we also got the Mega Tesla, Super P.E.K.K.A, extra buildings, traps, the battle machine got 5 more levels, and for the Home Village, a more new cool features, like this little guy. On the 11th of June, this update blew everyone out of their socks. Where do I start? Town Hall 12. With Town Hall 12, we got a new siege machine, a siege workshop, the wall wrecker, the blimp. We got the Electro Dragon. You can now change your name multiple times with gems, clan improvements, and much more. June 26th, we also got a lot of upgrade times reduced, so now the game was as fast as it ever was. Until later on, but let's not spoil anything. October 23rd, we had a huge dank update. Clan War Leagues. We'll get into that in just a second, but the game had even faster upgrades. New troops, new tornado trap, potions, magic items, and more. So, Clan War Leagues. It was 1 week of the month where clans would battle to prove they're the best. The 10th of December, Supercell released the last update of 2018. New troop, the Ice Golem, new Bat Spell, new Stone Hammer Siege, a couple of new magic items, tons of levels for the buildings. The rest of the update was pretty much the Builder Hall and the main village, quality of life changes. It's a whole list, so if you want to read all of it, links will be down below for where I'm getting this information from. April 2nd, 2019, we got seasonal challenges, Clan War League changes, new levels, and tons of balance changes. Now this update may not seem like it was big, but all these smart parts is what makes it massive. So, a lot of levels, economy changes, quality of life improvements, and yeah. Just in case you thought it was over though, it ain't. Because on the 18th of June 2019, we got Builder Hall 9. Along with the Builder Hall 9 was new levels for it, of course. New buildings, new troops, new defenses. As for the main village though, we got new hero levels, new troop levels, new buildings, magic items, practice mode was introduced, new Legend League matchmaking patterns, and a ton of bug fixes. And overall, balance changes. Alright, so now we're at the updated portion of the video. If you watched last year's video, things ended off right here, and you're probably wondering, well, what does it look like now? Well, I'm glad you asked. On the 16th of October 2019, we got a new clan recruitment feature where you can search for new members to join your own clan based on specific stats. Along with that was a new look to profiles, clan profile, and some other quality of life changes. Of course, as a reminder, links will be down below for the full notes. Now we're at December. The 9th of that month, we had a pretty massive update. I mean, whoa! So first off, the elephant in the room we can't ignore, Town Hall 13. This was also version 13 of the game, so coincidence? I don't know, could be. So with Town Hall 13, we got a few things, but let's mention the biggest additions like the Giga Tesla, Giga Inferno, a new hero called the Royal Champion, a new defense, the Scatter Shot, new siege machine, siege barracks. Oh, that's it? Nope. We got a new troop, the Yeti, new levels for literally everything in the game, like walls, defense, traps, buildings, hero spells. Massive update, I tell you. Other than that, we got a ton of quality of life changes. I mean, there's a lot. Nothing that drastically changed the game, but yeah, let's move on to the year of 2020. The first two updates of this year were just balance changes and fixes, but on April 4th, we got the big spring update. Firstly, there was something new called Super Troops. This was simply a beefy version of existing troops in the game. We got a lot of cost reductions throughout the update, a third Dark Elixir drill for Town Hall 9, and of course, some other small changes for the main village. But heading over to the builder base, there was now a tiebreaker for battles. The player with the most time remaining left would now be the winner. The main part of the update was indeed Super Troops, so everything else were just minor changes that are always included with every update. Alright, so now finally we're at June 2020. Yes, you've probably noticed that there hasn't been a lot of updates since last year. I noticed that too when researching for this video. I mean, maybe Supercell is planning something big for the fall or winter. We don't know yet, but we'll have to see. Anyways, June 22nd, we had a new Dark Elixir troop called the Headhunter available at Town Hall 12. We got some more super troops, defense levels, troops levels, pretty much the same as the last update. Just new levels throughout the entire game, you know? One thing I did love about this update was the new addition of sceneries. It may not be a big feature, but it gave my play experience that refreshing feel. Those new graphics just are always exciting. The rest of the update is in fact smaller changes, but some of the most noticeable ones, where the loot cart now could accumulate loot for 90 days. Upgrading your town hall would now trigger various boosts. If you've been inactive for more than 90 days, you would be welcomed back as a returning player and get free level upgrades. What? Overall, this update was more than just a new troop. It was a rather well needed refresh in the experience of the game. It felt good and it looked good, you know? So yeah, now that you've cashed up since last year, I hope you enjoyed this long journey down memory lane. It's been a great one in 2020. Maybe not for the world in general, but for Clash of Clans, I gave Supercell an A+. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Feel free to check out the other two history videos I have for Clash Royale and Brawl Stars. Trust me, they're definitely worth it if you want to catch up on these two. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching and have a gaming out. Peace!